This week was going to be great. I had a plan. I was going to follow through and maybe even become one of those people who has their life together. Or so I thought. I woke up at 5 a.m. I did my morning pages. I meditated. And then I fell asleep in Shavasana. The next day I hit snooze. But I still got up and did my morning pages, but not quite at 5. And then I hit snooze again and again. What I didn't expect was everything else that was going to be unraveling. I decided to buy a domain and set up a custom email for my newsletter. What I thought would take maybe 10 minutes took hours. Hours of trying to figure out settings, emails, domains, and why my newsletter wouldn't connect to Kit. Then my dog hurt her back and needed a trip to the vet. All while trying to scramble to send my newsletter on time, which I send on Sundays. Oh, and while applying for my seller's permit, I somehow got locked out of my account and now I have to call the department. So no, this challenge has not been perfect. Maybe I'm realizing that maybe that's not the point. Maybe the challenge isn't about waking up at 5 a.m., but maybe it's about what happens when life gets messy, because life is always going to get messy. There will always be another problem to solve, another reason to hit snooze, another thing demanding my attention, and, well, every morning I have a choice to keep moving forward or wait until things feel easier, but they won't feel easier if I'm changing my life. So 6:15. I slept through my alarm, but yesterday was a crazy day. Like things that were out of my control happen. But I mean, like, really the only thing I could have control was how I handle my evening, and I regret it. So this week was just a crazy week. My dog is doing better now. Like, she's 15 years old, and every time she gets excited, like, she runs around and she thinks she's a young dog, but she's like 15. She's ancient, and she hurt her back, and she's doing a lot better now. And just trying to figure out everything with my domain and connecting it to Kit, and then not being able to send like the sequence, the broadcast. Like, I was doing so many tests and I was not receiving any of my newsletter. So I have to go to where the domain is hosted and add all these like codes, and it was just so crazy. And on top of that, like, I applied for my seller's permit, and while I signed back in to check to make sure the status, like, I got locked out. I got locked out of the account, so now I have to call on Monday. And I feel like every time I'm trying to change my life, everything happens and it just piles on. But I feel more relieved now. Like, I am making progress, and I am, even though it doesn't feel like it, but I am making progress, and I just have to keep reminding myself that. So tomorrow will be a better day, and I'm gonna make sure to just follow through. And I'm also gonna go to the store and there is gonna be an idea that I want to create. It's a prototype that I'm going to be working on for these 2 months until I get the right paper, which I will definitely find. I'm giving myself 2 months to create test products, and I'm gonna get feedback, and I'm thinking of launching it on August. So that'll be my first merch, I guess you could say. I want to start selling something small, because right now I am just practicing drawing and my fundamentals, but I am going to be working on a new painting. But I think like the most fastest way for me to gain a little bit of confidence is to just start selling something that's small. And so yeah, I'm very excited about this prototype that I'm going to be making. It feels very personal to me, especially because I love something tangible and writing letters. And I mean, I will always write myself letters to my future self. And even when I will go on, if I would go on a vacation or like a trip or something, I always write myself a letter and I read it when I get to my destination. And it's just nice to have that. So I'm thinking of doing something like that, but I will be sharing more in upcoming newsletters. So if you want to, if you want to know more information, definitely sign up, and I'll be sharing more of that. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be going to the store and looking at the paper, stock paper, and go from there. So I'm just going to prepare my day for tomorrow and we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm just going to again, it's not perfect, but I am making progress, and that's important. So I'm going to be doing this and then go to sleep. So, good night. Oh, I got to. I woke up at 5. So now I'm gonna be doing my morning pages. Oh my God. Okay. I feel tired, of course, but I slept good, so that's a plus. It was very relaxing. It's 5:44. Let's see. It's 5. It's 5:44. It's upside down, or backwards. So I have enough time to do a weight exercise. I have all the weights in the living room, so I'm just gonna change and do that. Oh my God. It's like I'm tired, but I want to do this, It's such a weird feeling. But okay, I'll get you. change. I think I'll just wear some shorts and this top right here. Okay. Also, I haven't like worked out in months, so we'll see how it goes. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I'm ready. So. It is 6:12 in the morning, so I'm going to be getting ready to head out to work. So I'm going to leave at 7. And then today, I'm going to stop by the store, get some paper. It's a short day today, but I am incredibly busy. I overbooked myself. I can only blame myself. But okay, I'm gonna get ready. So I'm outside here at the store, and I'm gonna be looking at the paper that I need for my prototypes. So yeah, we'll see what I find. So I just got back from the store, and the past couple of days have made me realize something, because I was doing the 10-day challenge, right, to wake up early, but I realized that it was more than just waking up early. There was like a realization that I had where a small decision or even like a small action that I'm taking every single day really leads me to where I want to be, right? And I had this idea for quite some time, but I was always holding back. I'm like, oh, I'll wait till like the perfect moment. And it's like the more that I realize, it's like there will never be a perfect moment. So why not just bring my idea into fruition? Which is why I went to the store today and I got some stock paper. Now I'm just figuring out which one works, what size, stuff like that, and then I'll go from there. But I wanted to show you what I got, and then down the line I'll share a little bit more about what I am going to be doing. But right now I just want to test it out first before I speak it, you know. But I got this. As you can see, there is like a color scheme that I really like, which is like creams and just very natural colors. I love using those in my paintings anyway. And I also got this paper, which is very malleable. I also got this one too. The only thing with this one is that it just picks up any oils and like just dirt. So I don't know if I'm going to be using this one, but at least I got it. You know, I'll practice my wax seals. And then I also got this watercolor paper, just so I could test out the size again. But yeah, as I was looking at the paper, and I just realized, like, holy shit, I'm actually doing it. I'm actually bringing my idea into life, and I'm just so excited, and I feel just grateful that even though the past 6 days have not been perfect, it's like such craziness, but I still very much committed to myself, and I still showed up even if it wasn't perfect, you know. And the thing with me is that, like, I would really start something, and the moment that I would mess up, I would stop. And it's like, why did I do that to myself when I had the opportunity to, you know what, just continue, like pick up where I left off. And now this is like teaching me something, that even though things happen and things get difficult and there's a lot of frustrating moments, like I never allowed that to stop me. I still did what I had to do. But I'm very excited to play around and see what I come up with, and then I'll share more down the line. Maybe in the next video I'll go more in depth. But yeah, I wanted to show you what I got. So yes, let me play around with it. I woke up at 6 on my day off. I mean, it wasn't technically at 5. But yesterday got a lot of things done. And today I'm gonna start making the prototype, which I'm very excited. So I have a lot of work to do today, but yes. I'm here waiting for my laundry. I'm just feeling so down. It's like I feel like so overwhelmed. There's so much to do, like a lot of things that I have to do. But I feel like just do one thing at a time, one step at a time. Not really try to change how I'm feeling, but more just observe why I'm feeling like that. Because I think that's the problem with me. Like I would feel so down, and then I would try to find like a solution, like trying to put that feeling and emotion away, instead of just allowing it and to just process it. So just like use this, whatever it is that I'm feeling, as like fuel. I know it's just a phase, it will pass, but oh man, just going through it. It's Tuesday, June 9th. It's 5:33. I'm gonna be finishing up my morning pages. And I'm also gonna be sketching for a little bit before I get ready. So yeah. So hands are like the most difficult thing to draw, but
So the next two Tuesdays.
if I want a different life, I have to start making different choices. It's not going to be perfect, and it doesn't happen all at once. Just one choice at a time. And maybe reclaiming my mornings was never about waking up earlier. Maybe it was about reclaiming my time and staying committed even when things got a little chaotic. So this week, I'm making something I've never made before.